Thank you so much for tuning in to BuzzZin Diva Power Networking event presented by Industry Buzz with 3Zs.com and the Savvy Sister Rashonda Payne. I'm so excited that you decided to tune in with us on today, and I want to give a huge shout out to our sponsors, the Savvy Sisters, Curves in Lansing, Illinois, Chicago Sky. BuzzZin Diva Power Networking event has been able to also link up with Buzzin' Off Magazine, Girl Blessed by God, Coco Brown, I said Chicago Sky, Pretty Brown Girls, and so many others. So thank you so much again for partnering for this event, and y'all keep it locked. Industry Buzz is definitely on the move. Are you? Join us today.
Are you ready to promote your vision and reach your target audience? Industry Buzz with 3Zs.com is the platform for your vision to be heard. For more information on how to advertise or become a special guest on our radio show, go to Industry Buzz with 3Zs.com. Click on IB rates for more information. We're looking forward to expanding your vision. Industry Buzz with 3Zs.com.
When you looked in the mirror, you said, I need to give back, I need to start this. Can you give us a little information about what inspired you to launch this new organization?
And so iGlow became an official organization this January. Prior to this January, I was working 25, well, I'm 26 now, but before this I was 25, at the prime of my career, making 6 figures, living in DC, traveling with First Lady Michelle Obama on her advanced team, literally at the prime of my career. And one day, God just so happened to say, Dolores, all that's in you, all that you've been through, all that you're doing, I'm 26 and I'm still a virgin and I live my life as 35 years. So I'm just thinking that the Lord just wants me to take this whole piece that I have into the corporate world. When I was 16, I tried to commit suicide. I have great parents, they love me, but it was something about relating to my mom and communicating with her. It was that barrier there. And I didn't have that person that was in my ears speaking life. So when I felt defeated, and I was smart, the president of my class, everyone knew me, and I was going home every day crying myself to sleep. And so a lot of times when, from my experience, people looked at me and was like, oh, she's great. We'll ride to college, doing great in school. Every time you see her, she's smiling, she's on TV, getting awarded because she knows how to talk to people. And deep inside, I was dying, you know. And so when I was 25, at the height of my career, you know, God began, I was already planning to do a nonprofit, but I was going to do it on the side. I was going to keep my job, keep living in D.C. and just help, you know, every now and then help a little girl take her to the mall or something. So that's in my plan, right? And so coming from that place, and even the fact that God has preserved my life that I can say I'm still a virgin, like teaching young girls and instilling in them those morals and those values. Because what happens is the Bible tells us that one person plants the seed, one person waters it, and it's God that provides the increase. So girls that come through my program, whether it's a seed that's planted, whether it's a seed that's watered, it's not on me to provide the increase, it's on God to provide that increase. And so we launched in January. We had our first event that really put us on the map was our Purity Conference. At the Purity Conference, we had over 500 girls that made a declaration to rock purity. And I always tell people, and you know, people tell me I'm a little too deep sometimes, but I always tell people, when you're in the vein of God and you're doing things God's way, resources follow you. You don't chase them. I put an event out, and in less than 40 days, I had 500 girls, over 500 girls, registered to my event, and my organization has only been around since January. And so that's really what inspires it. That's really, I don't sleep. I work all night long. I've invested everything I have into this organization for these girls, not for any other reason but to instill life.
Hi, my name is Joy Herder, Arts, Entertainment, and Media Management major at Columbia College Chicago, and you are tuned into Industry Buzz with 3Zs.com. I just want to say that I had a great time at this event. I met a lot of great, powerful women, and I'm looking forward to many more events in the future. Have a great day.
Hi, we're CocoBrownSpa.com. You can find us at www.stylesy.com/CocoBrown, and you're tuned in to Industry Buzz with 3Zs.com.
And from that point on, at the age of 20 years old, I gave my life to the Lord and I never looked back. And in doing so, my boyfriend, which is my husband now, no more sex, no more this, no more that. So he wanted to come to the church where I was going because he thought for sure I was messing with somebody. So when he came, he saw that I was the only young person. Everyone there was older than me, married, or little children. So I was actually the only, it was a small storefront church. And that's how God called us into ministry in our struggles and in our mess. He called us. And so we began to go through this mentoring, not knowing that I could sing, not knowing that I could teach. There were a lot of things that...
And a lot of my inspirations, you know, again, just coming from, I could just be walking down the street or driving down the street and I'll just say, like you, your green dress, I'll say, let me just paint on this. Like her jacket, you know, let me do something to it. This is right here in front of a very, very, very dear friend of mine, Melfina. I brought her out, we invited her out to come, and I didn't even pay attention to the top of the head. I was drawn to the back of the jacket. I'm like, ooh, I like that. I said, she made like some of my stuff. And turned around, it was my friend. Right, but really, again, a lot of inspiration comes from just trying to bring light to anything.
Yeah.
You know, and I tell people, my famous saying is, you know, art is everything and everything is art.
Yeah.
And I have like the different, as you see, like the kids online. I have plus sizes because people were fussing at me. Where the people?
Right.
Yeah.
And then the hats.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is one of the other designs.
You look down the street, ask yourself, who have I helped today? Who have I encouraged? Who have I said, little girl, you're beautiful, you can make it? Who have I inspired? If you have not given anything back during that day, you can't really make a comment. And that's what we have to change, except for making comments about, look at this world, look how they're going to. Ask yourself, who have I reached back? Because everybody's prayed, because I know, if it wasn't for my mother and my grand, somebody prayed for us, somebody, when we were in our mess, somebody said, okay, Rashonda, I know there's hope. When my mother, she would cry herself to sleep, I know she was not giving up. So ask yourself, how many young women have I done the same thing? How many people have I stood in the gap for and said something powerful and inspiring to hopefully change their lives?
And, you know, when you look at the research by 6th grade, most girls' self-esteem takes a nosedive. And so we sit back. We know the answers when we're in class. We know what to say, but I'm too worried that my hair is not laying down right. I'm too worried that I don't have the clothes that she has. I'm too worried about what he and she may say. And so we naturally hold back. And we continue that until we're women. So for me, taking what I had studied, taking what I had learned, and I've been working since I was 13 years old. My first job, for some reason, my mom couldn't understand it. I didn't want to go to summer school. I didn't want to be in a summer camp. I said, can I get a job? So going into high school, my mom, you know, in the community, and this is how we get caught up in what we see negatively, but there are those positive stories of things going on. We just don't cover it in the media.
Hi, I'm Dolores Beligan, founder and CEO of iGlow Mentoring at iGlowMentoring.org. You're tuned into Industry Buzz with 3Zs.com.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Walters. I'm the owner of Blue Top Marketing, and you're tuned in to Industry Buzz with 3Zs.com.
Because so often when we put our lives into our children, our families, our homes, our jobs, if any of them gets taken away, then you start to question, well, then if I'm not this, who am I? And part of that, when I turned 40, some years ago, I did some biblical research because I wanted to find out, what is the big deal about 40? What is it that women have about 40? And one of the things I found is that 40 is a number that God uses for preparation. Anything God wanted to do, children of Israel, 40 years in the wilderness, supposed to be a 40 day. Jesus in the desert, all of these things, if you look up the flood, 40 days and 40 nights. And it is if God uses that number to prepare for what's next. And so I adopted the phrase that anything that happens before 40 is just practice. And what happens afterwards?
Hi, we are London Daniel and Davia Frost from PrettyBrownGirl.com. You are tuned in to Industry Buzz with 3Zs.com. We had a wonderful time at this event today, just representing Pretty Brown Girl and just talking about self-esteem and celebrating all the shades of brown. Thank you so much for having us. We wish you the best. Bye.
Hi, this is Teresa with Exquisite Taste of Art, and you can reach me at www.exqtasteofart.com. And don't forget, you are tuned in to IndustryBuzz.com, and that's with 3Zs. Have a great day.
It almost feels like it's two of them that I always remember. It's one that says, blood makes you related, but loyalty makes you family. So we don't have to be blood related for you to be my sisters and for me to want to see the best for you. So we're going to always remember that. And another thing I always tell them, what would you do? What would you attempt to do if you knew that you couldn't fail? So if your age, how much money you had, your sex, if you were brought up on the right side of the track, if that was not an option or that was not a hindrance or a roadblock in your life, what would you do? You get that in your mind, and that's what you do. So until next time, everybody, be blessed and stay sassy.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your girlfriend, your buddy, your pal, Latonya M. Lang. Thank you so much for joining us today for the BuzzZin Diva Power Networking event. Look, y'all already heard everything today. I'm sure I talked enough for you and your family to hear. But I want y'all to do something for me. Share it. Don't just hold information to yourself. Share it and forward the buzz. And definitely join us on IndustryBuzzWith3Zs.com. Holla!
IndustryBuzzWith3Zs.com. Join in today on the movement to bring integrity back to media. With one click of a button, you can disseminate your information right from Industry Buzz to all your favorite social sites like Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, and to your email contacts. Maximize your vision today. Plus, get the latest news, entertainment, and media. Need fashion or makeup tips? Looking for a job? Connect with us today. Want to connect with other business visionaries? Connect with us today. This site is for everyone, from teens to music lovers, from businessmen and women to industry professionals and performers. As a member of Industry Buzz with 3Z, you'll gain help promoting your vision. Industry Buzz with 3Zs will expose, expand, and keep your fan base up to date with all your happening. Members also receive free or discounted perks from various sponsored companies. So join the social network, expand, and stabilize your business. Connect with like-minded individuals. Need an artist to minister at your upcoming event? Look on Industry Buzz. Have a voice and submit your article to our e-magazine. Industry Buzz with 3Zs is the place to globalize your vision. Establish it today. Be heard. It's all on IndustryBuzzWith3Zs.com.